Welcome to episode number 36 of Island by Film. My name is Wes. This is really just going to be a quick tip video, under 2 minutes, explaining a little bit of my process when it comes to storing my negatives. So I thought I would come up with something of my own solution, and cost of course is a consideration when you're shooting film. I definitely don't want to be investing all my money in the archival process, although I want to make sure that the negatives do last and are stored carefully and safely. And so I've come up with something very, very simple. So here's an example of what one of my negative archive files looks like. You can see that right there nice and clearly. You'll notice that I've got a list of things on the one side here. I've got my name on the other side with email address there, and I've included things like date, the camera I've used, the emulsion I've used, the location I shot in, a project if I've got something project related, and just some additional notes in regards to either my development process. You know, it's a really simple way to be able to completely, just document and archive everything right there. And inside of that sleeve are my negatives, of course. So these are 35mm negatives, as you can see right there. And so nothing really all that unique, but or earth-shattering by any means. I've done a couple of customizations. I've got this little corner cutting tool that I use on the corner of the paper itself, as you can see right there, and it just kind of cleans it up, makes it look a little bit nicer. The biggest thing you want to make sure you do is use acid-free paper when you're creating these negative archive folders, if you will. It's almost like a file folder. I mean, you can customize this however you want, but this is kind of how I've done mine. And I've gone ahead and just over the past, probably 2 months or so, I've gone ahead and I've archived everything using these. Everything from 35mm to 120. I've got everything kind of put together in terms of that. And so far it's working great for me. From there, if you wanted to keep these in a more safe and secure place, you can always get yourself some sort of a box like this. This type of a box will just allow you to be able to kind of stack them in so that they're staying upright like that. And it's a good way to actually archive these. Now, a lot of people swear by print file sheets, and yes, print file sheets are great, but the cost of film and the cost of the whole process, the chemistry you buy, the film you buy, everything like that, it all adds up. And so this is one way maybe you can cut a little bit of cost out of your actual process itself. Maybe it means a little bit more handling of your negatives if you're pulling them in and out. Just make sure you're wearing gloves, or your hands are really nice and clean. But overall, just a really simple tip today on how you can archive your negatives. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Once again, it's Wes from Island by Film. Looking forward to chatting with you guys again soon.